full presentation of that, and that's going to be coming up. Ooh, I have to get that in the rose tone because I'm trying to build a collection of rose now. All right, next. This is, you know, I like pieces that kind of say a lot about where you're kind of at in your life. How about infinity? This is the Infinity and RoloLink Bracelet. It was $29.95, and right now it is $14.95. I want to show you the lobster claw clasp just so you see how big that is. Look at this lobster claw clasp. Look how big that is. Really nice. So you can, you can obviously do it here or here. If you've got a really tiny wrist, you can make it smaller, or you can do it to the last one. But infinity. Sometimes we look at our lives in these limited ways, and it's filled with can't. Oh, I can't move there. I don't know anybody. Or I can't go back to school. I'm 50 years old. I can't do that. Or, you know what? My marriage didn't work out. I can't date again. That's not going to be. How about we turn all those can'ts into infinite possibilities? And that's how I like to look at my life. I would like you to look at your life that way. And if you need a reminder, this is your reminder. This is what you remind yourself with by wearing this on your wrist every single day, that you have infinite possibilities. You can go back to school. You can start dating again. You can go on that trip you've always dreamed of. You can start that new hobby that you said, someday I'm going to pick up photography. My best friend, we've been best friends for over 35 years. We were just hanging out together. We did like a girls' weekend. She started doing photography. It was something that I never even knew she was interested in. All of a sudden, her Facebook page is full of these most gorgeous, is so incredibly talented photographer. And this is something that we're the same age, 52, and she's doing it. Life is infinite possibilities. As long as your mind is open to infinite possibilities, those are the possibilities that are open to you. And if you forget that, I want you to get this. How about this as a gift for somebody? Somebody who's maybe saying, you know what, I wish I could have done that, but I can't. And you're like, well, wait a minute. Yes, you can. Why can't you? The only one saying no to things is you. You're the only one saying no. There's nobody, there's nobody that can say no to you. Maybe you said, I'd kind of really like to go back to school. And somebody said, your kids go, but you can't go back to school. You listen to all the people saying no to you. You're the one that if you say no, then the answer really is no. But the answer should always be yes. That yes, you can do this, you can do that. Whatever it is you dream of, it's never too late to be the person that you always thought you wanted to be. And I love that symbol of infinity. It never ends, always going, always learning, always growing, always changing, always improving yourself, always having the possibility that things are better, more fun, more everything, anything that you can possibly dream of. I really like that, and I try not to say no. I mean, a lot of times I'll think, you know what, I've always wanted to do that. That's how I got my job here at HSN. I was sitting watching TV with I think it was my girlfriend, my daughter. That's how I think of my daughter, who's now my girlfriend. She was very little. She was in second grade, and I said, I was a big fan of HSN. I watched here, I shopped here, I watched the TV, and I turned to my daughter. She reminded me of this the other day, and she was in second grade. She remembered this. I said to her, I could do that. She goes, Mom, why do you always say that? You could do that. I go, well, I could do that. Well, I could do that. I called my agent. I said, send my tape to the shopping channel. Why do you want it? You're a comedian. Why do you? I said, I would love that job. That would be my dream job. Sent my tape in. Here I am, 7 years. I'm just saying that I didn't say, oh, I could never do that. I just thought, oh God, that would be such a great job. I love to shop. I love to entertain people. It's perfect for me. I say yes. I want you to say yes. And over 120 of you have already said yes to this. I wish everybody watching would get this bracelet. Let me take it off here. Let me show you. Let me show you how cool this is. And you know what? This is a big bracelet. I think I can just kind of push this on, which I know it's got a lobster claw clasp, by the way, a big one, so you can open and close it. But I could just pop it over my hand. 8.5 inches in the length. 8.5 inches. So this is a nice, big, nice, long bracelet. So, by the way, this is RJ. RJ's coming up. I know, this one. This is great. This goes with a today's special that we did. But $15 off. Really fun. $14.95. I know. I love all of you that are getting it. I want to hear your story, so make sure you call in. We're going to take a quick break. It's called our Spotlight. And then I hope to get a lot of you calling, because I want to hear how you're going to wear your